This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, welcome everyone. So today by Mincha we didn't say Tachnun because tomorrow Mirz Hashem is Tu B'Av. We know the Gemara tells us that on Tu B'Av was a day designated to make Shidduchim in Klal Yisrael, where the young girls would go, they would dance in the vineyards, and the men would come and select their bashert, their future potential shidduch. But what's interesting is, why specifically was this day, the 15th day of Av, designated as a date to make shidduchim in Klal Yisrael? So the Bnei Yissaschar, one of the great masters of Jewish thought, suggests the following idea. We know the Gemara says in the beginning of Masechta Saita that 40 days before someone is born, a heavenly voice, a bas kol, cries out, her to him. Right? That's a concept, that a heavenly voice already designates one's shidduch 40 days prior to one's birth. That means we learn from here that before something comes to fruition, 40 days before, the Rebbeinu Shalom plans it out. So let's make a calculation. When did Hashem create the world? Well, Adam Rishon, was created on Rosh Hashanah, but the first day of creation was Chaf Hei Elul, the 25th day of Elul. So if the world was created on the 25th day of Elul, when did Hashem plan to create the world? 40 days before. What's 40 days before the 25th day of Elul? Tu B'Av. So already from time immemorial, Tu B'Av was the conception in terms of the thought in God's mind to create the world. So already from time immemorial, it was programmed into creation that the 15th day of Av would be a day designated to plan for Shidduchim and Klal Yisrael. And if you look in the Gemara, many of the things that occurred on Tu B'Av are connected to the concept of Shidduchim. First of all, until Tu B'Av, the Shvatim did not marry into each other. So if you came from Reuven, you didn't marry into Shimon, you didn't marry into Levi, you didn't marry into Yehuda. And Tu B'Av was the day that the Shvatim were allowed to marry into each other. The Gemara also says that Binyamin, Shevet Binyamin, because of the episode in Pilegesh Begiva, we didn't marry into Binyamin until a day in the desert, until a day of Tu B'Av. Many of the things discussed in the Gemara that are relevant to Shidduchim only occurred on Tu B'Av. So therefore it's already programmed into the fabric of creation that this day is predestined for Shidduchim. So we hope that on this day, all those seeking their shidduch in Klal Yisrael find it quickly and easily, and those who have it appreciate what God has bestowed upon them. Wishing everyone a great day.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.